YMC, broadcasting from Sackville, New Brunswick, Canada. You are listening either on 106.9 FM in the Tantramar area or at www.chmafm.com.
Which is on the internet, which is on the move like we are?
Yeah, we are not in the break room. We're on the move. We're in the car. We're in the airport car.
I think it's safe to say we're on vacation.
Yes, we are on vacation. Well, I've been on vacation for a while.
Don't rub it in.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay.
I clipped the absolute piss out of that beginning, and we can't hear it because we don't have any speakers.
Uh-huh.
That's how on the move we are.
Do the people know we're on the move? Like, I know we've said it, but do they appreciate that we're actually in a vehicle attempting to record this?
No, I don't think so.
Which I found out about when I sat down in this vehicle 38 seconds ago.
Yeah, when you walked into the... Not even walked. You weren't in the vehicle when I said hello. Yeah, that's when you learned we were recording.
Okay. Yes. Can you play a tune while I compose myself?
Yeah, totally.
What do you got queued up?
Well,
music?
Yeah, I got the phone going.
Oh, you're multitasking.
Yeah, so
we're lacking studio luxuries.
We are lacking studio luxuries. So I have to do a little studio magic. So we're going to listen to the song on the car radio, but we're going to use magic so the people
at home can hear it through our car radio, perhaps on their car radio.
Yeah, crazy, eh?
Oh, the technology. And that could be going through the internet?
That's all definitely going through the internet somehow.
Witchcraft.
It is witchcraft. We are going to listen to Pourquoi faire aujourd'hui, which is why something tomorrow. What is it? Why?
Pourquoi faire aujourd'hui would be why do today, which I think the song is with the follow-up line, qu'est-ce tu peux faire demain, which would be why do today what you can do tomorrow, which is a Lisa LeBlanc tune.
It is a Lisa LeBlanc. Well, that's where we're going to start off. So here is Lisa LeBlanc with Pourquoi faire aujourd'hui. Yeah.
Pourquoi faire aujourd'hui ce que tu pourrais faire demain? Pourquoi faire aujourd'hui ce que tu pourrais faire demain? Pourquoi faire aujourd'hui ce que tu pourrais faire demain? Pourquoi faire aujourd'hui ce que tu pourrais faire demain? Ce que tu pourrais faire demain? Ma to-do list, passer le balai, passer la mop, va appeler ma mère, faire du bénévolat, on va t'y prendre un café, on va t'y prendre une drink. Je pourrais prendre une marche, il fait beau soleil, sortir dehors, ça me ferait pas de tour, regarder une série, peut-être une deuxième, me couler un bain, me semble je le mérite. Pourquoi faire aujourd'hui ce que tu pourrais faire demain? Pourquoi faire aujourd'hui ce que tu pourrais faire demain? Pourquoi faire aujourd'hui ce que tu pourrais faire demain? Pourquoi faire aujourd'hui Qu'est-ce que tu pourrais faire demain? Quoi faire aujourd'hui? Qu'est-ce que tu pourrais faire demain? Quoi faire aujourd'hui? Qu'est-ce que tu pourrais faire demain? Pourquoi faire aujourd'hui? Qu'est-ce que tu pourrais faire demain? Pourquoi faire aujourd'hui? Qu'est-ce que tu pourrais faire demain? Pourquoi faire aujourd'hui? Qu'est-ce que tu pourrais faire demain? Qu'est-ce que tu pourrais faire demain? Qu'est-ce que tu pourrais faire demain?
We're back. I dropped my microphone. What's going
Which
on
is an
here?
issue in a moving vehicle.
Oh, we're driving through Allac right now, and there's a big frickin' line. What's going on over in
They're
Allac?
doing some road construction, and it's a Friday before a long weekend, so
Oh, I thought
You
it was, but there's a whole bunch of traffic over at the little smoke shop over there.
oh, who knows?
Who knows? That's what I'm saying.
There's a sweet Airstream trailer.
Oh yeah, you really like those. Those are really cool.
Yeah, it's a shame they're kind of still suffer from most of the regular trailer problems.
And
I thought they might be better and that I'd want to own one someday.
but
And then I read up and,
you don't.
well, you know that I'm quite fond of large projects at times.
Yes, yeah, I've witnessed a few of them.
But, you know, it would really have to be the right one.
Yeah.
I'm not saying never.
But
Which
not
means
today.
that probably at some point.
Yeah. Yeah. Roadside Relics is the new store. But we haven't had our I threw you for a loop. So we haven't had our weather conversation yet.
Oh, man, it's hot and heavy.
It is very warm.
But here's what I'm going to predict.
Yeah.
I'm actually making a prediction. We haven't done that in a few weeks.
No, we haven't.
I'm going to predict the heat lets off a little bit. I think we're in one of those heat bubbly things.
Mm-hmm. Bubble's gonna pop.
And yeah, if it's anything like a real estate bubble, it's
Mhm.
at some point she's going to pop. So I'm going to say, like, it's still going to be summer. It's going to be hot. But, like, I'd be okay with, you know, mid-20s instead of low 30s.
Yeah, we have
So
the
that's-
hot and humid combo.
Mm-hmm.
We are saved where we live, quite a bit by the Atlantic Ocean, in the sense that we don't get as hot as most other places in the world. We were talking about this recently, how like lucky we are geographically. But man, yeah, when it gets into the 30s here, it is not like I've been in 30s weather in a lot of places,
Mm-hmm.
and like
30s here is a lot stickier.
Oh yeah, it's like I compare it to like Atlanta, Georgia, swamp water, like 30, like the humidity, like, you know, for
Oh, the humidity.
the humidity for all of our American listeners who can, you know,
What?
who wants
Who
like
can
what's-
appreciate the swampiness of Georgia?
Atlanta, Georgia, yeah.
How you grow good peaches, I suppose.
It is, and we do have good beaches here. I have no clue about Atlanta.
You know, that's Georgia's thing.
Beaches?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that. Peaches.
Millions of them.
Oh,
Oh, we can't play
beaches.
that here. Yeah, not beaches.
Oh, I heard beaches. We have good beaches.
We do have good beaches, but I don't think we have great peaches. We probably have some. Someone out there has got to have figured out our climate and grown a great peach repeatedly,
And they're making it like peach wines
but not
or something.
not like Georgia.
No. And right
Yeah.
under that, you got orange country, right? In
I
Florida.
suppose. Yeah, well,
Oh, my goodness. Hey, what's sports like right now?
I've heard some things about sports lately, and if it's permeated my world, it must be pretty big. So I
Yeah.
think they're having a big sports meet of some variety over in Paris.
Yes, that's what I've heard. A big French sports meet. Luckily, you know, we are in New Brunswick. We got quite a big French community here.
Oh, so maybe that's why I'm hearing so much of
I
it.
think that is why we've heard so much about it. But I did hear about Summer McIntosh over the last few days. Have you heard of Summer McIntosh?
She is a pool participant, not like billiards.
Not
but
billiards, yes. The other type
yeah,
of
not
pool.
like the jumping into the pool.
No, yes.
That's a different pool discipline.
That is a different pool discipline. Man, I watched some of the synchronized jumping in the pools.
Oh, those people are nuts.
Just like, I watched the highlights of one, and I was like, this must be a mistake, because there's only one person. No, there was two people.
Oh.
Yeah, they showed me one angle, and I was like, that's, someone messed up. And then they showed me a second angle, and I was like, oh, no. Oh, no, they did mess up. That was just dummy good.
Wow.
Yeah, it was incredible to watch. No, but...
Summer.
Yes, not the season, but the athlete.
Okay.
As we speak, I think has picked up a few more medals even as I was checking last. So I think she's up to 4 medals.
Oh.
At least one of them being gold.
Do you think the goal as a professional swimmer is to collect enough medals that you can't swim while holding them all in the water?
I think so, but like Michael Phelps has a couple, and I think he could probably still swim with them.
I get it, like, I don't know. I kind of like goals that are measurable, but maybe not meaningful.
Yes. Oh, totally. Yeah.
And I think being like, because then I could see an Olympian get like so fixated on it that they start showing up at like recreational swim meets to hope of getting a couple more ounces of
not
of
just
medal weight.
Not just Olympic medals, but just medals.
No, I'll take anything.
You know what? Fair. You know what? Michael Phelps might be able to do that.
Yeah. And then you show up somewhere and find it's a plastic one and it's buoyant and you just walk away. Walk away.
It's awful.
Anyway, that's what I think about when I think of the Olympics.
Is Michael Phelps being so disappointed in this plastic medal?
I didn't name a swimmer name. I just this imaginary swimmer that sets. I think this is good. This is good mini-series material.
I was about to say
Netflix has had worse than this.
Netflix has had worse. Hey,
okay, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go sell this.
Well, look, hey, we're gonna turn it into a radio series. You know, like the old timey radio shows.
We'll need a soundboard, or are we going to do all analog sound effects?
Analog sound? What? Yeah, we're going back to like the 30s and 40s. We're doing analog sounds.
Oh.
We got to get a beatboxer. We need to get a beatboxer on retainer. You know?
Is there a lot of beatboxing like noises in competitive swimming?
No, but I feel like a beatboxer would be good at like making a large variety of noises. So maybe they could do like, you know, the water drop thing with your cheek. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
I can't do it.
Yeah, where you flick your cheek and it sounds like a drop.
Yeah. A beatboxer could probably do that, and that would be good content for the radio series, right?
Sorry, I'm just trying really hard to think up a good title for the series, but we'll get back to it.
We will get back
to it.
Sorry,
I cut off your discussion about an actual real-life Canadian super swimmer to promote an imaginary radio series about a fictitious goal.
That we are now working on.
Well, one of us might be.
Yeah, but Canada has been doing well at the Olympic Games. If we're looking at Canada basketball for a second, we were in the group of death.
Wow.
Because all of the teams were of such high caliber.
Oh. So who else is in this group?
So
super group.
In the super group of death, we have Australia.
Okay.
So they have produced quite a few superstars.
Good for them.
On them right now, they have Josh Giddey, who is a young Australian who is in some controversy for some.
Did he bet on himself?
No.
Against himself? Against his teammates. Was it another betting scandal?
It wasn't. No, this one is about a relationship he had when he was younger with another person, and maybe that person was too young at the time, and maybe, you know what I mean? But also like Patty Mills, like a lot of good vets on Australia. We're also in the block with Spain, who over the years have had an incredibly strong world's team at every level.
Not a country I associate with basketball.
Super, yeah, but it's had some massive stars like Pau Gasol and Marc Gasol. Marc Gasol actually won with the Raptors in the 2018-2019 season, the one championship that the Raptors have. Marc Gasol was a big part of that team. both from Spain. And you have big players that are still in the NBA, like Ricky Rubio, that are kind of head up of that team.
Okay.
And the last one is the Greek team. And the Greek team is a bunch of incredible shooters. Like, it's a team full of, like,
3-point hitters?
just, yeah, guys in the Euro League.
You know that is my favorite type of basketball.
You absolutely hate it. But they also have Giannis Antetokounmpo on the team, who is...
I've heard that name.
He is 7'1". He's like 270 pounds of muscle. And he does not shoot threes. But what he does is look at the basketball and look at the net and says, I want that to go in there, and then it does.
Okay.
Think of a longer, faster, but maybe less explosive, like Shaquille O'Neal. If you're really looking for
a little more fluid, maybe. But
definitely, yeah, a lot more fluid.
All right, I'm fine with that.
Yeah. So
it brings joy to my heart when I watch big boys like drive hard to the net.
It's incredible watching Giannis play. So, like, I watched the Greece Canada game with a friend of the channel, Jay.
Oh yeah,
and we were we have a very, very good team, which I'll get to in a second. But watching Giannis Antetokounmpo, they just inbound the pass to him, and he literally walked through 3 of our players, trying to legitimately defend him, and just like literally walks through them to the basket. It's insane. He's just so freaking strong. Our team, we have Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who for the last 2 seasons has been in the running for MVP award for the entire league.
Yeah.
This season he was, I believe, in second place. So he didn't get the award, but that's kind of the caliber he is. He's an easy, like, top 5 every single season player. We also have some really, really good guards in Jamal Murray, who recently won a chip with the Denver Nuggets, even though Jamal Murray has been in neutral this entire tournament and it's kind of sucked. We have Lou Dort, who's with the Thunder. Like, we have an incredible basketball program in Canada now, an incredible team. If anyone was going to win a gold medal in this tournament other than the United States, it's going to be Canada. Ooh. And I expect the gold medal game to be Canada versus the U.S.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a timeline on when that is? Will that have aired before this show airs? Will people be listening to this?
No.
Fact checking you?
No. I don't.
How long do the Olympics go for?
I don't know. How long do the Olympics go for? Like 2 weeks? I'm going to say like 2 weeks.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So it'll probably be sometime next week because, this first week was kind of like the group games, and then next week are going to be like the next stage game. So we got out of the group round, the round robin. We beat all 3 teams.
Yeah. In the killing crew, the murders scene,
in the death squad.
Death squad. I was right there. Wow, I could name some countries that you wouldn't include in that group.
Well, it's funny. We talking about the United States as a powerhouse in basketball, of course, and talking about an actual war-torn country for a second, South Sudan. South Sudan almost beat the United States. Yeah. It took 40-year-old LeBron James to essentially play heroics again for Team USA
against South Sudan.
Against South Sudan, yeah.
Good on you, South Sudan.
Yeah, great on South Sudan. It was an awesome game. And one crazy thing that I really didn't expect in this tournament was for everyone to be talking about how good LeBron James is and how he is still the best player on the planet. That I thought we put that conversation to bed a few years ago.
Yeah.
But then, the whole tournament, the entire U.S. team, which is just superstars, has fallen very flat, except LeBron James, who has balled out and won the game for them every single, it's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Something to be said for being able to carry a team.
Yeah, well, and that's a lot of LeBron's career is like, hey, do you need a shot? Who do you give it to?
Yep.
And the conversation's always like, who would you give the last shot to? Kobe, MJ, or LeBron? And hey, it's
hard to argue.
It's a hard conversation to have because you know what? I'd want to give it to any of them, but I don't know. Anyway, sports. That's sports ball.
A lot of sports going on.
A lot of sports going on, especially right now. Hey, do you want to listen to a tune?
Yeah, play me a tune.
So I'm going to play you a Newfoundland duo, Rube and Rake. So this
probably not enough people to be a ska band then.
Probably no. I don't think we're going ska. I think we're going a little bit more laid back,
traditional.
Yeah. So here is Rube and Rake from Newfoundland with "What Will."
What will carry us through our days with no work and all play? What will bring us back round in line with no shortage on time? You're too young to know, too old to be told. There's no use in knowing what's down the line. If I'm sewing my ends up, I'll find out in time. It's a big ball of nothing, and I'm getting mine. To hold if there is slack in the road. Left my sentence on stay. Put all movement on hold till my pockets were full. I got carried away. Always 6 months behind, tethered in by design. There's no use in knowing what's down the line. If I'm sewing my ends up, I'll find out in time. It's a big ball of nothing, and I'm getting mine.
Nice little song.
Yeah. Where would you put that in the Venn diagram?
Oh, that's a vibe, dude.
It's a yeah.
We're just vibing out to it, man.
The first one definitely slapped. The Lisa LeBlanc, Jack Disco. That whole album is like, woo. But that was definitely more a little bit the slide guitar in there.
Yeah,
really.
I call those sad machines usually.
Slide guitars are sad machines.
Yeah, they're sad machines because they're usually only used to make things more sad.
So
if you ever want a sad song,
just add some slide
honestly,
guitar.
yeah, if you add slide guitar, we'll make it instantly more sad. You can do the exact same thing on a regular guitar and a slide guitar, and it's going to be more sad on a slide guitar. Why?
Does it still work on instrumental pieces?
Oh, yeah. Oh, 1,000%, yeah. Yeah.
I wondered if there was a correlation between the sadness and the lyrics and slide, or if they're independent.
No, I just think literally everyone has always just used it to make things sad, and it's just a part of culture now.
Just in folk and country, or also in the blues?
Literally everything. It does not.
I suppose the blues, by definition, are kind of.
You could have a classical song, and if as soon as you throw a slide guitar in it, it's like, this is sad now.
Huh. All right.
The only exception is Hawaiian music.
Oh,
Like cultural.
Yeah, you team it up with steel drums, and then it's like
Just like
less
less sad.
sad.
Hey, we're looking up. It's news, right?
Oh yeah,
We have news
coming off the tail of Sappy Fest.
Yes, that's right. Sappy
We're
Fest.
rapidly approaching. I think next weekend is the Shep Fest.
Oh yeah,
Sandpiper out in Dorchester.
Yeah. I'm looking at some of the events this week. Of course, we do have Sappy Fest, but that would be just ending right now.
As this plays.
Yep. We have trivia on Wednesday again back at Bagtown Brewing. That's 45 Main Street. $2.50 donation plus a drink. Starts at 7 p.m. Kitchen's open at 5. Thursday, we have Concert in the Park with Elastic Big Band. That is 6:30 to 8 p.m. at the Bill Johnstone Memorial Activity Center.
Do you think they call it the Elastic Big Band because it like stretches out in members and then contracts in members like an elastic?
I think so, yes.
I hope so. And if so, let me know so I can give them a future gold star.
Hey, do you want to become a water scientist for a day?
Do I?
Yeah.
Do I require any science background or knowledge of, like the fundamentals of science?
I don't think so.
Ah, sweet. Then yeah.
There's a water sampling blitz on Friday in multiple locations, and it's free 8:30 to 3:30 p.m. You should check out Tantramar Events for more information on that if you want to test your water.
Okay. Can I bring in my sample in a super soaker?
I think so. I don't see why not.
Excellent.
On Saturday, we have Paddle on the Pond at Palmer Pond from 2 to 4. I haven't heard of this before. Have you?
That's a paddling. Actually, yes, I have.
That's a paddling?
Yeah.
Paddle on the Pond. Mark your calendars and get ready to make a splash. Moving Forward's third annual Paddle on the Pond is happening. So that's at Palmer's Pond again, 2 to 4 p.m. That's everything going on in town this week.
Mm-hmm.
You got news, dude?
Do I have news?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was going to talk about the Shep Fest, Sandpiper Festival. I know it's actually called the Sandpiper Festival, but
it is
my
Shep,
my
the
great
Sandpiper.
love of Shep leads me to believe that it's mostly focused on Shep.
We are big fans of Shep on this show.
Yeah, I would say we give Shep more airplay than almost any other radio show
Ever.
globally.
Yeah. So if you want Shep news,
we're your number one source.
we're at least in the top 5. At least.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm sure, maybe like Tantramar Report or something talks about
but we're
Shep
catching
more than
up
us.
fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Maybe we should look into a weekly Shep segment.
I'm fine with that. Hey, I would go and do interviews
With Shep?
with Shep, beside Shep, about Shep.
Shep adjacent.
Shep adjacent interviews, yeah. I'll do a lot of legwork to get
Okay.
Shep the recognition.
To move us up the Shep charts.
Yeah, Shep
The
deserves.
Shep rankings.
Now, I don't know enough about sandpipers though to identify the sex.
Semi-palminated sandpiper?
Well, I was just
I
the
don't know.
sex of the sandpiper. I don't know if Shep's a guy or a girl.
Oh. Yeah, well, we should,
And usually you can tell those things by feathers, right? I don't know.
maybe?
Maybe. I don't have any news.
Okay.
Because I just went through this whole week's New Brunswick news.
And it's all sad and political?
Yeah, it's not even stuff that I even have. I want to comment on. Even if it's sad, sometimes I want to make a comment.
Yes.
I got no comments.
Okay.
And that's okay. That's okay. We can do gold stars though.
Okay.
Gino's gonna get a gold star for me this week.
Who's giving you a gold star?
Big old cop out. We're driving by Blue Roof Distillery.
Mhm.
You know, the Strang's potatoes there,
Yeah.
and
Now the people will know where we're driving.
that's true. But they got a good product.
Do they?
Yeah, it's
In
potato,
the potatoes or
yeah,
the potato-based products?
the potato based liquids that they
Okay.
make, because they make a clear potato based liquid.
That you're
and
quite
most-
fond of?
I am. Most of the time, though, you make that particular liquid out of like rice, right? Or like another wheat.
Okay.
But yeah, if you make it out of a potato, I find it's like sweeter.
Oh, a
which
lot
I
of starch in potatoes that then
Yeah.
you can convert to
And-
sweetness.
And I like it. But the one thing I have noticed, and I don't know if it's Blue Roof or just potato waters in general, but I find it doesn't like last. It like once you open it.
It evaporates.
Well, no.
It's a shamelessly stolen joke anyway.
But yeah, just like the flavor gets it just like, I don't know, gets like bitter quickly or something.
Okay. So
I
I'll
don't
look
know
into
what-
that.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about.
I'm giving it to our local contingent that I know went over this weekend to Prince Edward Island to go to one of the largest truck and tractor pulls
Yes,
in the area.
that's that.
Which if
sounds
you're
right,
if you're
yeah.
not familiar with, I won't name the single group that went over with many brightly colored vehicles of the same coloring, but some will know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But in general, like, I think it's always cool when you get a bunch of people who do like an industrial thing or do it's almost akin in the motorsports world, I think, to like the agricultural fairs, like the county fairs
Yes.
in the knot. It's like, hey, we've got these, they used to do like, we got these horses we use for livestock, but once a year we just kind of hang up the livestock, work and have some livestock play.
Yeah.
So, a lot of these people heading over, they might use trucks for work or might use trucks for, or tractors for work. But, this weekend you go over to PEI, you've pretty well missed it by this point, but
Yeah.
you go elsewhere, see some truck and tractor pulling. Definitely not for everybody. But if you enjoy large mechanical objects getting broken in spectacular fashions,
Yeah.
it's worth looking into. And it's cool when people are doing niche sports.
Oh, 100%.
So it's nice that we have that in our area, even if it's not everybody's
Jam.
cup of coffee.
Yeah. Big fan of niche sports. The fan of the show. Niche sports. Fan of the show.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, I got some stuff to read.
Oh,
Do you have a thing to read?
about what we're doing,
No, because like
who we are, what we do.
No.
That this is not that.
No. That's like at the end. We're not at the end yet. No. Like next, we got live on KEXP, who brings you the very best of their world-renowned live in studio and remote performances. Each week, they bring you a new live session from emerging acts and well-established artists spanning styles, genres, and cultures. You've heard the long list of everyone they've had, so I'm not going to go over it again. But they do have a performance by Sloan, of course, big Nova Scotia band. And I was told you last week I was listening to Elephant Jim.
Mm-hmm.
And you can check all that out at kexp.org. Right after that, Sunday at 8 p.m., we have Black Atlantic, a primarily Black Atlantic-centric podcast, website, and media channel with a goal of bringing Atlantic POC voices to the world, hosted by Clinton Davis and Hilary LeBlanc. You can check them out at blackatlantic.ca, follow them on Spotify, and visit their YouTube page.
Woo.
After that, we have The Night Shift with Luca Capone.
Never know what you're going to hear with Luca Capone.
You never know what you're going to hear with Luca Capone. Spinning a diverse, adventurous mix of sounds ranging from psychedelic jazz experimental hip hop with a heavy focus on Canadian and independent artists. You got one?
I'm just gonna shout out our daily show. Our afternoon show with Siley.
Yeah.
She does, like, I was listening to it the other day. I missed my usual lunch slot here at the airport.
Yeah,
There was kind of a flight coming in and
totally.
couldn't get away, so I took it a little later. Was listening as I scooted home from lunch. And
Yeah.
I got some information. That's I can't remember what you said if I'd heard about earlier, and I had, and it was like I heard about it because I had the radio on.
Yeah, there you go.
Doing a great job there, and like every day, which is, I mean, sometimes we find it tough to fill an hour, but you got to fill an hour a day. That takes some commitment.
Yes,
so.
it does. Yeah, it really does. You really have to, filling an hour a week, we find challenging.
Mhm.
So I can't imagine having to do it every single day.
Might just be because we don't have anything important to say.
We don't.
Huh.
We really don't. We purposely have nothing to say.
Yeah,
If you're listening to this, it's because you
you might have already gotten your fill of news elsewhere and want an hour of,
garbage
I wouldn't say garbage,
filler,
low stress, low
just
low
mindless.
engagement.
Yeah, just like
From our listeners, we're
mindlessness.
engaged.
Of course,
Yeah.
I'm very engaged.
I thought you were married, but
I am married. Hey, do you know what? I have a crippling fear of heights. Did you know that?
I did not.
Did you know that I have a crippling fear of bridges?
No, do you actually?
Yes, I do.
Oh, so this is stressful for you folks. We're
Wildly
crossing the fixed link. The Confederation Bridge. What were the other names that they were trying to call this thing when it became a
I
thing?
have no clue.
I suppose that's another generational divide between you and I.
Yes, there's a
You
few
don't-
years between us.
You don't remember this being a big thing.
No, my loving, beautiful wife, I believe, walked on it in the first week
Oh,
that
Did
it was
the walk.
open. Yeah, did the whole walk. Yeah, was it the first day? I think they had a big walk. First 2 days, maybe they had a big walk on the bridge.
yeah. I also do not care for heights whatsoever.
Yeah, this sucks.
But I think because I used to have to make this drive for work before I was in air traffic control, I don't know, just got a little bit desensitized to it.
Yes. Yeah, and I will say, like, I've done this quite a few times because we are going to the Tyne Valley Oyster Festival right now.
We're going to see some shucking.
We're going to go see some shucking.
Some sorting and shucking.
Yeah, we're going to watch
Holy
the
moly.
sorting as well. I have my Shuck TV shirt on right now. So yes, my lovely, beautiful wife and I come over quite often to PEI. We have quite a few friends that live over here. So I've gotten a lot better with the bridge. If I was driving the vehicle we are in right now, I would be white knuckled.
Yeah.
But I am.
Does that mean we're taking the ferry back?
Oh yeah, I actually don't mind the ferry. I thought the ferry was down right now, though.
We'll have to look into it.
Yeah, we're
we'll
gonna
discuss
have
it
to
on
look
next
into it.
week's news.
Oh, is the ferry down or not? I don't know. Hey, do you want to listen to a tune?
Yeah. Got anything good jammed up? I think all I came back in this week was Lisa LeBlanc.
Yeah,
jams.
I'm just going to click on this Baytown tune called Waited On. It is a different album. I've not listened to this album before, so I have no clue what this jam's like. But this is Waited On by Baytown.
Should I tip my hat and bow? Should I show myself out? Am I alone in this room for two? Is this love no longer new? You say you never really cared, and you know that ain't fair. I know that it was wrong for me to think that you'd be waiting on can barely breathe. You say you never really care. You know that ain't fair. I know that it was wrong for me to think that you'd be waiting on. Waiting on. Waiting on. Waiting on.
Hey, man, that was a nice little. That was a vibe too.
Yeah, it was also a vibe.
Yeah, we've
when
had
you
a
said
lot of vibes.
Baytown, I was getting ready for a jam or a
I
slapper.
was too. But
The vibe is fine.
it was a good vibe.
Maybe everyone's had like a long, disgustingly hot and humid weekend, and what they're looking for is like a cold shower and a vibe.
Yeah, and we're still right on the Confederation Bridge. Looking at there's a sailboat out in the waters, out in.
Doesn't have its sail up. Does
Doesn't
it
have
still
its sail
count as a
up.
sailboat?
I think
suppose
so.
It still has one.
Yeah, it's just chilling.
All
They
right.
ain't going nowhere. They're just chilling out there right now. It's just a nice little beautiful day, little road trip for us. Hey, thanks for listening.
Thank you to CHMA.
Yeah, for hosting and broadcasting. You can check them out on all the socials at chmafm.com and chmafm on the socials. Yeah, you can give us a shout out too at Midgic Airport, except on X, formerly known as Twitter, where we are at Midgic_Airport. Finally, if you miss an episode, you can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts. Signing off.
Have a great night, folks.